blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Not every home.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. There's the big tight end, Vance. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open.
To the goal line and in. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seattle. For Kupp, he had 58 regular season TDs as a Ram. This his first as a member of the Seahawks.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Well, Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Greg, you take a peek back and look at the NFC West in totality. You just are reminded of how quick things change. I don't think anybody in the country thought the 49ers would be the last place team in this division last year. Shows you, one, how changeable it is, but also the quality of teams in this division.
Absolutely. And I mean, they were the Super Bowl favorite, at least out of the NFC a year ago, and then to find themselves 6 and 11 at the bottom looking up. Pretty remarkable, but to your point, Mike, it just shows health, a little bit of good fortune. The other teams in your division, if they're a little weaker, your path is stronger. There's so many elements, the way the NFL schedule is set up, it's all tied. If you're good, we're trying to bring you back down towards the middle. If you're bad, we're trying to bring you up towards the middle. It's a league of parity, it's a league of ups and downs, and the teams that can break through that and sustain success, we got to give them a lot of credit.
And what I love about this division, Greg, is the different philosophical challenges that defenses see. We know Kyle Shanahan does with the Niners. The Rams and Sean McVay always at the top end of the game. And then the unpredictability of Kyler Murray plus the physicality that Seattle has played with. You've got to have a lot of clubs in your bag to play defense in the NFC West.
Oh, absolutely. And just think even a couple years ago, it was even harder. And those teams were all competing for Super Bowls year in and year out. So it's a really good division. You have to be able to play really top-tier defense, to your point, because all 6 of those games,
comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind. Interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
You know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, Mike, I think you look at Ashton Genty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back, under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, a Heisman winner, Colorado, great play both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
That's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day one, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. But if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they give Hunter early in his rookie year.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal. To the air one more time. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Noah Fant, touchdown Seahawks. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7 in all outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags will also play in London week 6 and 7. The Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside of the U.S. in each regular season.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from...
The Seahawks offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped anyone. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss and you got the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten a stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come over.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard with Deshaun Elliott on the tackle. Once again, it's Walker, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Back to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7, and a first down. On the ground is Walker. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. And they have definitely righted some wrongs after the loss of the opener. They have the lead here, and they start this possession 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short one there to his tight end, Fan. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
They run with Walker. And he lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
The Seahawks offense ready to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
3rd down coming up.
Peyton Wilson on the coverage.
He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st and 10, here comes Walker. And strong running in deep. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up. And we get a stoppage for an injury. Oh, that is T.J. Watt, who is in some discomfort. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the 4th quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got us beside us, still ride with a please I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. They come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies. They pop paper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. So energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seas over that ego rocking. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist, window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy talking, I got the energy, turn it like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option, really is bigger than me. And I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete. Way too weak. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got us beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Ain't no heart in the game, but even the courage we live in the wizard of Oz. Keep the money and change, we ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive. No more selling us lies or selling beside me while the enemy hide. Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed to cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kinda finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God us beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop.
Run it down, the sun is up, so run it down, get your money up, I put money down, on all of us, on my people now, on what I love, ooh baby it's dangerous, your problems are just not the same to us, we're dealing with things you ain't seen before, we're feeling the weight of our ancestors, you're healing with ways that don't last for long, don't have but the time and it obvious, no help for the weak but that's strong, plenty of boy for all of us, now bring out the drums and the and my homies got rich doing that they said wouldn't work. Bring out the and the load up a the place with them cut. I see the bums that be wishing we end in the ditch at the pain that see them at hurt. I see the love that we give and the love that we get. Make sure everything come up for circle. We're from nothing to something, got all of us jumping it that we made from the air. We went from running and with nothing to stomach, just beat in the neighborhood, bruh. There ain't a person alive that be matching the vibe, and honestly ain't even fair. There ain't a do with the drive and the vision like I have unless I go look in the mirror, babe. So run it up. The sun is up, so run it down, get your money up, I put money down, on all of us, on my people now, on what I love, ooh baby we run it up, get it the minute the sun is up, there's no rest to shut it down, working for real, get your money up, believe it on God, put money down, I'm betting the odds on all of us, I do it for all of my people now, put that on everything that I love, check, yeah, on everything that I love. Ain't nothing that come up. Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab up and get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have the things we'll be lacking, my bruh. So what are we lacking? I could point it out, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Or they send the hounds, bite me in the, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, cut to carry down. From those who came up before me, I'm here to change up the story. Find me at work in the morning, find me where people are mourning, man. Cause death is around every corner. When life isn't free for a person, dog, you act like an animal corner. Savage is speaking a language, y'all, you don't understand, you a foreigner. So nobody needs an advantage. the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore. So quit my white cause it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just...
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, Seattle.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A nice throw from the 2nd-round pick. It'll get them a 1st down. They'll come up here 1st and 10. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Got his man at the 6. And he'll take it on in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. That's 2 times. Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. Greg, I love the evolution of the NFL. Every 3-4 years feels like things change a little bit. Right now it feels like we're in a running back, running game era. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely, and the league has such a funny way of continuing to reinvent itself. Years ago, 15, 20 years ago, Mike, this was a running back-led league. It was play action. Quarterbacks were under center. And then what offenses realized was the best way to score points is to generate explosive plays. Get a bunch of yardage all at one time because it's very hard to sustain possessions in the NFL. So as a result, they said, okay, what's the best way to generate big plays? It's to throw the ball downfield. So it became a very pass-heavy league. And then now defenses had to answer. The days of the big defensive tackles, the 260-pound Mike linebackers, everyone now on the field had to be able to defend space and defend the pass, and there was a lot more air on the field created by the defenses. So now, as a result, the offenses are saying, okay, we're throwing into all these bad looks, all these teams playing dime and multiple defensive backs. We're now going to take advantage of smaller bodies on the field, and we're going to run the ball at you. So the way I like to classify it is, Mike, offenses aren't running the ball more because they want to. Offenses are running the ball more because defenses are encouraging them to do that and saying, I dare you to run the ball 40 times this game and generate enough big plays to score enough points to beat me.
They'll look to throw yet again. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and goal.
Here's Walker. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Trying to get away, but he will not. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's 4th down. It's the quarterback with a sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Seattle. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike.
Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Back to the air once more on second down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
A 3-yard loss on the play.
window. Blast you with a direct blow. Blow, coming through like G.I. Joe. Star Wars moving ill like Han Solo. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro